how did that feel going into that? What was going through your mind when you threw whatever? What was the distance?
I think it was 21:04 around there somewhere. So it felt awesome. I finally feel like I'm starting to move up a little bit, starting to throw. I just came off an injury 2 years ago, and so I was kind of coming back from that. I got 2 knee injections last week, and so now I feel like I actually use both legs and actually throw. The whole season I've kind of been on one leg, just trying to manage. So now that I'm getting some better training in after the injection, I feel like I'm moving up, finally get some good practice.
Okay, so what goes into a personal best, especially when you have maybe like a bum leg?
Yeah, a lot of practice and a lot of work. I have some great coaches, Coach Felk and Coach Kittley, and then our training staff, Frank. Has been there every step of the way. So, Frank in the training room really came through for me on the injections. He got it in there so I can be healthy for the meet and actually get that personal best. So it's been a lot of people behind the scenes all working together to reach that. So.
And what do you hope to see out of yourself and maybe your other throwers around you this week?
Well, I really want Chris and Connor to have a great meet in the weight so they can make that conference team and then try to get some points in conference. Personally, I haven't decided if I'm throwing this week. I might hold out till conference, but we'll see. It's another meet to get some farther marks. So.
What's your favorite event to throw in?
Definitely discus and outdoor. Yeah, discus is what brought me here, and so definitely discus.
Why is that? Is that what you're best at?
No, I'm actually best at weight probably. I haven't really had a chance to fully throw discus just because of injuries and stuff the past few years. But I love it because it's kind of like chess because it's so technical. But then it also has the physical side, and so it kind of brings the brain and the strength you got to put it together to make the throw. So.
And so, how have all of these events that you've thrown in are going to better prepare you for once outdoor season does hit?
Well, in indoor, weight doesn't really translate to discus or anything, but the weight and the hammer are very similar. So, going all through indoor, it kind of helps me prepare for that. And then, any competition is good competition. Getting that competitive mindset is always good. So,
who's been your biggest competitor on the team so far? That pushes you the most.
That pushes me the most, definitely Connor, Chris, and Devin. It's the whole team. I don't really have one person. Everybody does their own event. Everybody has their best event. So we kind of all work together to get make everybody else better. So. Sure.
What's the culture on the team?
You probably heard Coach Kittley say it a million times, but we're all one big family. We're blue collar, just hard workers. We're gonna get stuff done. Yeah. So.
What's been the preparation getting ready for all these tournaments? What's it been like since you
Definitely a lot of practice. A lot of practice, a lot of time in the training room, and then just that's about it. A lot of weight room, and just getting ready.
What's your mindset like going into these meets?
Just to try to get better. That's it. Help my teammates get better, and then just make it better. So.
What was your time in your event?
I got up here on the mile at 4:45, and then in the 3K at about 9:41.
Okay, so what was that like to have those personal bests?
It was amazing. I was really grateful that Tech brought us out to that meet in Nashville and allowed us to run with so many other great athletes, and I was able to it felt easier to be in the car because there were so many great people there.
What are the challenges of most of your teammates and your coaching staff are here in Lubbock, and then you and maybe a couple other of your teammates are in Nashville? What are the challenges of just being so far away from everyone else, maybe just having a couple people with you there?
I think the biggest challenge is not having your teammates there. So there's a lot of downtime in between racing, and especially we were there for Thursday to Sunday. So there's a lot of downtime where you can start to get in your head and all that stuff. And it's easier to deal with some of that stuff whenever you have all of your teammates there. But we have a group chat, and the girls are very supportive in there, and they always will text good job, and they'll be watching the races on video from home. So it's not too bad.
Okay. Are you running this weekend?
I was just running the 1K this weekend, so
okay.
It's a different race for me, so we'll see how it goes.
So what do you hope to see out of your next couple weeks of practice and maybe this meet coming up before you go into indoor championships next week?
I think this next couple of weeks, I just need to see like just me getting out of my head. I feel like I've done the work. I put in a lot of the miles and the training, and I just need to be feeling good going into Big 12s.
How have your coaches helped you meet this personal master?
I think the biggest thing is my coach just really believes in me. Like he really believes that I can run whatever time like I set my mind to. Like he sees me in practice and he knows when I race to my fullest potential and when I'm like in my head and that wasn't my best performance, and he just like really just thinks I can do it. So it makes me feel good.
You talked about how like being around other great athletes helped you get your personal number. What would you say that like being motivated by competition and other people is one of your biggest motivators?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I feel like it's as a runner, it's like the only way to compete is just to race like everybody around you. So it's like that's all I can do. But I am also motivated by my own success, because it's like, although I'm not the fastest person, in the NCAA or anything, but I have like progressed and I'm like trending upwards. So I'm comparing myself to the past. And it's good, yeah.
So, what was your assessment of the team, and especially in different parts of the country over the weekend? How you guys did heading into this weekend?
Yeah, we're getting to the point of the year, and last weekend we split the team. Our jumpers got to finally go to New Mexico, and then the sprinters went the week before, and then we had everybody here. So we're really trying to get those people that can go to nationals to get qualifying marks, and the others are getting good marks for the Big 12 so we can be seeded well. So those are our big things we tried to get done last week, and we got a lot of them.
Yeah, and what are the challenges of sending your team to 3 different parts in the country as far as like preparation for that, and how you guys what goes into sending people all over the place?
Yeah, it's a lot of preparing, but we have to do what's best. EJ went to Vanderbilt, ran the 3K, and got the best time he's ever run. Our kids that went to New Mexico, they got a feeling of that facility because we're going to go back for the national meet. And then of course here we love this place. This is the best place to compete. But it's just a challenge, but it's part of our world, and we got to do what's best for each kid.
And Antoine was named Big 12 Athlete of the Week. What's jumped out to you about how he's performed so far, only being a freshman?
Yeah, and not only a freshman, but we take pride in our weight program in the fall, and he missed all of it because he didn't start until January. So he's only been here 6 weeks. And for a kid to come in 6 weeks and to adjust and to be able to set personal best and be one of the top 2 or 3 in the country on your times, I'm just really pleased with him. But he's special, and he really prepares well, understands his event well, and so it's a lot of fun.
And now he's got high expectations now, especially probably from you too. What's next for him in the meets leading up to indoor championships and then outdoors?
Yeah, you can't hide anymore. Everybody knows you're good now. So there's going to be pressure, and of course the Big 12 championships is a championship. It's going to be good preparing for indoor nationals. And then we're going to go to Albuquerque, and that's going to be the real big scene because everyone's almost photo finish times when you get to a meet like that. So you just got to be really focused and be ready to go in that first round.
Sure.
What does it mean to you as a coach when you see your athletes making their personal best and really driving meets?
Yeah, just thrilling for me as a coach, especially to see them gain confidence. When they set those personal bests, then they're gaining confidence. And that's the biggest thing for me. I'm not hung up on the time as much as I am seeing their faces and seeing them come to training the next week. They're ready to go back to work. So just really fun thing.
One of your throwers just described your team as like blue collar, hardworking. Is that what you would say, and what else would you use to describe this?
Yeah, I love hearing that. No doubt. I'm a farm boy, raised in West Texas. I love that we do have a little bit of an edge, and we try to have that to not put anybody down, but just to be hardworking people and to get after it. And then I think, as I stated just earlier, I want them to help them to gain confidence in themselves as people, and especially on the athletic realm here, which is what I'm supposed to do, is coach them to get better. But I think when you do all those things together, then you got a special product.
What sets Texas Tech apart from any other school for technical?
Well, we have gained our reputation over not being great 10, 15 years ago. So we have, the last 10 to 15 years, we have proven ourselves to be one of the top people in the country. And I think what sets us apart is the commitment that the university has had in building this facility and being the commitment they have to me as the head coach and our assistants. And I think our kids see that. The budget that they've given us, and I think if you look around the country, we're one of the tops that are out there. So I think that's what separates us.
And then lastly, if you can just touch on what we got, the USA Indoors coming up. We got a couple of former Tech athletes in there, Alicia Johnson, Vincent Chris. If you can just talk about them and what they've meant so far for this program.
Yeah, it's always fun to me for our exes to be in the limelight and for the U.S. Championships, and we always seeing Red Raiders representing. And Alicia, of course, had a great year. She's been running fabulous, all indoors. And Vincent Chris, of course, I coached him personally in the 800. It's just really special for them to, and they love Texas Tech. They're tweeting out Texas Tech. When we win a basketball game or football game, or especially in track, it just makes me really proud. This is my 24th season, so I've got a lot of people that have been out for a while, and for them to love this university like I do, it's incredible.
All good.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.